Hello. There has been a lot of controversy regarding the chaotic fun patch, and let's talk about it for a little bit. First of all, let's acknowledge that this is a 3 week test period. Nothing here is permanent, and the only way the developers can gather data is to introduce it in the ranked mode because there isn't enough players to support multiple modes. Or maybe it could be also tied to their development practices, like they just cannot slap in another mode to the game without committing heavy development time into it. I've been having a lot of fun this patch. There's some crazy scenarios, and you need to think about a lot of different things you haven't thought about before, and it's been interesting. But the thing is that I really want to play this game for like 5 years, 10 years, I don't know. I want to play it a couple of hours a day, and this is not the mode I want to do that in. So I think this would be a really cool implementation to another mode in the future, and I really hope they are doing that. But I kind of want to voice my opinion here as a competitive player, just so I can help in preserving the competitiveness of this game. And my experience with the patch is that, well, first let's go over how this game used to work in high level play. Basically, the first few turns were kinda both players deploying around, seeing what is happening in the board, and then you start closing out options for the enemy. You deploy units that force enemy to build certain units, then you have a counter ready for them, and slowly you will force the enemy into a corner and he cannot do anything, and then you win the game. Sometimes you notice mistakes in the enemy board on like round 4, round 5, and then you know you will win the game even though there's like 3 turns left. You can see in the future because you have played the situation so many times. And sometimes in these situations, there's something you haven't think of, and the enemy wins. And when I lose a game like that, for example, I'm very frustrated because I'm a competitive player and I lose. But at the same time, I'm very impressed by the enemy's plays. Like I learned something from the game, and although I lose, it's a very good experience for me. During this patch, 3 units, they introduce crazy power spikes which are different for each player. So they shuffle the power balance around on the turns the units come out. So how this feels to me is that when I'm like in a winning position in a game and I know I can close it, I'm like praying to the gods that the 3 units don't fuck me over. Like, please don't come, please don't come. Then the card comes, I lose, nice game. It's a very bad experience. It's like playing poker. You go pre-flop all in, aces versus kings. You have 82% chance of winning. Then you see the cards come out, and it's a king, and you lost. It's not very good experience. And the same situation reversed. I won a couple of games like that. I just get cards that the enemy just cannot do anything about. Then I win the game. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like it's my doing. It's just like, hey, I won the game, nice. But the positive thing about this is that there has been pretty interesting board states, some crazy technologies. You can play the game a little bit different, but and the skill aspect of it is, I think it feels pretty similar to playing the puzzle mode, the community challenges. Like the game, the long-term development of the rounds don't matter at all. Only the power spike turn matters, where you need to see the best solution in the chaos. And it requires skill, of course, but it kind of negates your own long-term plan, what you were doing previously. It just takes a snapshot of the game And hey, during this snapshot, if you win this situation, you win the game. And that's it. Nothing else matters. So I think the idea of something like this chaotic, is that it forces people to play strategies they've never played before, and I love that. But I think it could be done in a very different way. I think the reinforcement cards should do that. I think if they want to take this game into a more of like this direction, which I think is fine. I love the adaptability that you cannot do the same stuff over and over. Like no one wants to see Vulcan Phoenix every game. And no matter how they balance the game, there will always be like one strategy that is better than the rest of them. So there should be cards and stuff like that that make some other strategy the optimal strategy in that point of time. And the cards do that okay-ish, I think now, but they should have a little bit more impact in my opinion. And the first unit pack you get for free, I think it feels fine. It doesn't change the game that much, but it doesn't force it into any direction, I feel like. Then the second unit pack is really powerful, and the player who is winning or the player who is losing, he gets like an out of jail card. He just gets an instant answer to the enemy's board. And the winning player has all the units countered already. So he needs to blindly pick a counter to the enemy cards that he will pick. So you need to predict right in that situation. And if you predict wrong, you get a useless unit and you are back. Like now you are losing the game. And then the third unit pack is like a complete clown fiesta. It's like very unpredictable. The enemy can do anything. Even if you predict what unit he will pick, you cannot predict the position because it's so many deployments on everywhere on the map. Like you just cannot. It's just random. I think the development team wouldn't have taken this drastic type of patch if they just wanna test out things. I think they have a real plan of implementing this into the normal game mode. I think they will just tune it down a little bit and then force it into the game, and I'm pretty scared about that. I don't want it to happen. That's my opinion. So, what's your thoughts on this? Like for me, there's two requirements. One, I need to like this game, and two, other people need to like this game as well, so I have someone to play it with. So I'm just promoting conversation here. It's okay to disagree. Thank you for watching.